Money that was stolen through the bonds that was supposed to go to the government workers, the police force, the hospital staff, the schools, the nurse. What this gentleman thinks that they're going through, they don't get their money.
That's not
so
true.
Sir,
I
I'm
was there
telling
3
you.
months ago. The government created schools, hospitals, infrastructures. These poor farmers that he's talking about didn't have running water. They had to go through a well. The government is creating purified water, less malaria, less all kinds of diseases. All the children now in India have to go to school, regardless. These very farmers that the children had to work in the ground from the age 5 to 10, okay, and had no studies, no education, and ended up being still the untouchables. Today, by law, they all go to school. The very same government created 5 million iPads for all these children, regardless of where they are in India. I'm with you. You guys are looking for independence. You guys are looking for independence in Punjab, and you deserve it. But it's unfair to stand here and to belittle the Indian government who has created all these opportunities. All of a sudden now, India has become the second largest industrial country in the world. Why has that happened? Yes, there is corruption. Yes, there is theft. But the money that the government has put into infrastructure in the smallest villages, such as Mirzapur, Gopiganj, Badoi, Varanasi, all these areas now have infrastructures and actually have roads instead of people getting run over by camels and donkeys and trucks. So it is unfair what you're saying.
They're protesting because land's being taken off them.
They are not being taken off them like you're saying. They're being subsidized. They are being subsidized. They're not being taken off them. There's no truth on them being taken.
I fully agree with this lady. It's exactly what I thought.
When was the last time you were there?
Sir, by the way, sir, excuse me. By what you said, all of India and all of Punjab should be having parties tonight.
No, sir,
they should be celebrating the
No, sir, I
government.
did not say
They
that.
should be doing backflips in what you said, sir.
First of all, I did not
They
say
are
that.
not saying that, sir.
I did not say that.
Sir, excuse me.
I did not say
they
that.
are dying
I did
there.
not say
They
that.
are being decimated
I did not
there.
say that.
And they are being destroyed by the
Not
millions,
true.
sir.
Not true.
That's why they've left their homelands,
Not
gone
true.
to Delhi,
Not true.
and they are protesting.
Not true.
Every single race and culture
true.
and religion is coming
India-
together as one fist to protest the government.
Absolutely
So what
not.
you're saying, sir,
Absolutely
is not the truth.
Not true.
You are spreading government narratives,
India
sir.
got its independence May of 1948. It is very difficult to industrialize and create jobs and food for everybody in a short period of 75 years. What this government has done in the last 10 years has been unbelievable. It is impossible for a government to turn a country that has a population of 144 billion people overnight to give them jobs. What you're saying is incorrect. I was there 3 months ago, and those poor farmers all have work, they all have food, they have running water.
Why are they protesting?
Why are they protesting? I don't know why they're
Oh, there you go then. Why are you going to live the crux
You
of the
tell me
argument?
why they're protesting.
I've just explained to you why they're protesting. And
Okay.
Intelligent, well-educated woman.
Okay.
And her perception is that big companies like Monsanto, etc., are forcing, not just in India but in Africa as well, I think, to take seeds and so on, genetically modified seeds and so on. There's a general sort of worldwide buying up of small properties, buying land off people, and worst case scenario is that means that large landowners would have us by the short and curlies because they would control the food.
I would challenge you to
so
compare.
why should farmers not
I'll
So why should small farmers, smallholders, not keep their land and be allowed to farm however they want?
There is no silver bullet. There's no perfection. I would challenge you to compare those very same people that are protesting today, just for as early as 10 years ago to today, and see how much their lives have progressed. Instead of living in mud huts, okay, with 20 people in one room, with no running water, no electricity, no infrastructure, no schools, no health education, no nothing. Those very people that were rice farmers, which I have been to multiple times in Uttarpur and all over part of India, this gentleman is looking for independence in Punjab. And they deserve it because the Sikhs do invent it. But to create this misinformation into the public because you're against the Indian government, because you're looking for independence in Punjab, that is a problem.
I'll tell you what, no. Let me correct you there. Let me correct you there.
Go ahead.
Let me correct you there. If the Indian...
You're creating a problem with the Indian government because you're looking for independence.
Sir, excuse me.
And you know it.
Excuse me, let me tell you.
That's all right.
I'll answer your point directly. If the government upholds the Constitution, if the government stops abusing its people, if the government works for the common people and not for the super rich elite The billionaires. India has more billionaires per capita than anywhere else in the world. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer.
Not true.
Excuse me, sir. If the government themselves take care of the common man, the Sikhs would have no problem. We do not want to split up India. However, if the government is the problem, then a solution would be separation from the government. So that's what we're saying. Uphold your constitution. You can read it for yourself, sir. They're not doing what they promised to do.
Absolutely not true. The Sikhs have won an independence for many, many years, and they deserve it. They deserve it in Punjab, which is your state. And the problem is now that Sikh politicians and people like yourselves create this misinformation.
It's not misinformation.
It is misinformation.
Just because you say
because,
it's misinformation doesn't make it misinformation.
It is misinformation.
You know what? Excuse me. No, on that point.
No. You just said that the government.
You talk about misinformation.
No. You're saying that the government is creating a situation where the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. I'm challenging you for that.
Okay.
Because the poorer that are down here that have absolutely nothing. I mean nothing. Okay? Everybody accordingly has increased in their lifestyle.
Oh wow.
There's no question about it.
Backflips.
There's no question about it.
Wow.
If you don't have the opportunity to go to India,
I'll respond.
go look at it on YouTube. Look at the comparison between villages of what he's talking about between now and as early as 10 years ago.
I'm not saying that two things can't be simultaneously. They would bring and develop.
What I'm saying is what he's talking about the politicians. He's probably paid by a bunch of people that to come in here and to create a division in the Indian government. That's what it is. Because his people, and they deserve it, are looking for independence in India, in Punjab. Is that true or not?
So you said that I'm a paid.
Is that true or not?
Hold on. It's not true. No, I'll explain to you.
Okay, maybe you're not paid.
No,
maybe you just really believe it.
I really believe it.
Okay.
I truly believe it.
Same
Listen,
thing.
I'm an unpaid volunteer. I'm here on my own dime to help spread the right message. Sir, you accuse me of spreading misinformation.
I do.
I agree with this lady. Even when you're speaking, I don't think that you're telling lies. I think you have the opposite side of the coin and you've only seen a part of the picture. So I'm not discounting what you say is true. I'm not discounting over the last 10 years a hospital may be made there and something else may be made there. What I'm asking you, sir, I'm asking you a legitimate question. In my home state of Punjab, where my family comes from, sir, I'll ask you the question and you can respond, right?
Please.
The young people, their highest aspiration is to buy a plane ticket and get a visa to leave the nation of Punjab and come to England and come to America or to go to Canada to get away from the poop hole that has been created for them. There are no more good universities in Punjab. There is no decent infrastructure.
So it's all about Punjab.
Well, sir, I'm talking. You know what? You asked me the question, right? I'm certain in the other parts of India, they have built it up. There is an IT sector. There is a place where textiles are made. There is a place where certain things are done. I'm not saying all of India is burning, but I am saying much of India is burning, and because the Sikhs that live in Punjab predominantly are a thorn in the side of the government, they're destroying us and they're making us leave. Our people in Punjab are hooked on drugs and alcohol. Why? Because we love drugs and alcohol? Or is it because the government is funneling in drugs and alcohol? So your dad, imagine sir, and let me paint you the picture. You're a hard-working farmer. You've been working hard all your day. You see your father out in the field breaking his back. And you can see that year after year, he's getting less and less crop. He's getting more and more in debt to the point that your father sees no other choice but to kill himself. Just look up the rates of farmer suicide in India. This is not today, last year, from the last 10, 20 years, look at the rates of farmer suicide. They figure my family's better off if I'm dead. So imagine you're a young person, your father is dead, you've got no place to go to school, there's no jobs there. You've got Kashmir around the corner.
Kashmir is a whole different story.
Hold on.
We want to talk about Kashmir.
So what are you to do?
Kashmir.
Sir, hold on. What are you to do? Of course you're in so much pain. They're breaking you from the religion. You see a guy like me, they say, who are you trying to be? Of course.
What is the population of Punjab?
Hold on.
What is the...
So they hook our young people on drugs and alcohol. And then some miracles happen. People leave from outside of India to go back to India. A brother who left Dubai and went back to India, he was speaking the truth and helping people get off of drugs and getting off of alcohol. He said, leave all the nonsense, stop praying. And these alcoholics and drug addicts, nobody spoke to them like that before. and they left the drugs, they left the alcohol, they got connected to divinity and God, they lived a good life, and then the government saw there's a stirring up in Punjab, they're getting strong again. What can we do?
Can I explain?
They put that guy in jail. The very guy that was helping us, they didn't put him in a local jail in Punjab.
So what this gentleman is saying, there's more drugs and alcohol in Punjab than the rest of India. Not
I
true.
am saying that.
What is the population of Punjab?
Excuse me.
You
The
should
drugs
know.
come through Afghanistan and Pakistan through Punjab to get to India.
But that's not the Indian government. That's through Afghanistan.
Are you honestly, sir?
It is not the Indian government.
I don't want to say
that is
you're on the
creating-
payroll, but they got you twisted.
I'm not on the payroll.
I'm not saying you are.
I'm actually here to see some Palestinians and Israelis and debate them. But I'm not on the payroll law. What I'm saying is that...
I'm live streaming. A lot of people are saying Indonesian.
I'm sorry? I am on the payroll too. For who? Who am I on the payroll for? I'm here with my family on holidays. Who am I on the payroll for?
You know what? You know what? In his defense,
Let me ask you a question.
In your defense, I want to say something in his defense. Why I could understand that he's not on the payroll, in my opinion, because what I'm saying is so foreign to people. Because the government is telling you one narrative, the media is telling you the same narrative. Society is buying that narrative and spreading it around in India. No, hold on. Let me just finish what I'm saying.
Okay.
So they're being fed the same narrative. When we speak out, even online, they have bots that come and attack us 24/7 and say, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. It's a campaign of disinformation. So, sir, I'm not saying that you are an agent, but what happens in Punjab and India, it's like a frog that gets cooked in boiled water. If you put me in a pot of boiled water, boom, I'll jump out because I know I'm about to die. But if you put a frog in cool water and then heat that water up slowly, 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 it will boil to death, not knowing that it's been boiled to death. That's what they're doing to the people in Punjab. They don't know they're being decimated. And people like this man that go there and visit, they get fed the same narrative. And this is it. So you come to Speaker's Corner, sir. I'm here to spread the truth. Look into my heart and soul and understand if I believe it or not. I'm not here to trick you.
I am not here to trick you either. I think the Sikhs deserve their own country and their own independence, and their capital could be in Punjab. And the Indian government has no right to go and convert some of those temples into Hindu temples. I accept all that.
Good.
What I do not accept is to say that the Indian government is so corrupt that they're not helping the poor farmers, which is where the conversation started from. What I do not accept...
Why are the farmers protesting?
I have not finished. I have not finished.
Go ahead.
I want to hear from you whether Punjab is better off today than they were 10 years ago under Modi that you claim is so bad. You just suggested, which you're completely correct, all the drugs and alcohol is coming from Afghanistan. No question about it. It is not from the Indian government. Indian government is even creating schools and hospitals in the state of Punjab, which you feel like they don't. Not true at all. They do. They are helpful throughout. The government of Modi has been very helpful for the entire 1.4 million population, 1.4 billion population of India, including Punjab. If you look at their roads, their schools, their hospitals, Punjabi Sikh kids are definitely in a better place than they were 10 years ago. Those very kids that you're saying are yearning to go into university and so forth, it's not just by Punjab. All of the Indian children do. All the kids in Myanmar want to do it, in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, in Thailand, all those countries, all those children aspire to be in a school and university. Today, there is more schools, universities, boarding schools for every sector of Indian population, including the Sikhs that live in Punjab. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, sir.
And no, I am not going there listening to the narratives. I'm going to the villages. My kids actually went to the villages 6 months ago.
So, sir, I'll ask you two questions then.
Please.
My two simple questions are, the gentleman asked me in the beginning, do I think Punjab is better off
You're going
now?
to say no because you work for them.
Sir, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no. I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure.
My two questions are, Punjab is actually and literally the land of 5 rivers. Punj is 5, Ab is rivers. How many rivers remain in Punjab right now? I will tell you, sir, that now you may not like
those 5 rivers do not total the entire Ganges, the Ganga River that you're very familiar with. The only reason that those rivers have gone down is because of the climate and has nothing to do with the government. Are you trying to tell me, for goodness sake, that the government of India is creating droughts in those 5 rivers that don't amount to all of the Ganga?
So, sir, are you telling me that Mother Nature and the climate is building dams and diverting rivers to different states?
Why are they doing that?
You tell me, sir.
Because they want purified water for the entire country, including Punjab.
Okay, so Punjab, this is our narrative. So I'm not going to even say it's the truth. I'm just telling you the truth as I know it. So I don't want to convince this man.